Three. Hi everybody, welcome to day 2, even though it's only been a couple minutes. Now, I got a little ahead of myself in day 1 and I did some work on the body tube, which is really part of day 2. So day 1 was a little bit longer, day 2 will be a little bit shorter. So with day 2, we cut out the fin guide and the shock cord mount. Now, after that, we did the marking of the body tube for the fin guides and the launch lug. It tells you in the instructions to use a door jamb. And now, we actually have to take these lines and the sandpaper. I had to check it real quick. So even though we drew these lines on, we're gonna sand it away a little bit. When you look at the body tube, you'll notice it has a little bit of a waxy coating to it. Well, in order to get the fins and the launch lug to properly adhere to the body tube, we need to remove some of that glossiness, that waxy coating, and it helps just for bonding. So I'm going to take my sandpaper, and this is an area where your Scout can help, and I'm going to sand along my fin lines. You can see I'm sanding away the pencil mark, or well, in this case it's my Sharpie mark, and you can see how the white is starting to show up, and I'm rubbing that away. All right, you can see it showing up on my hand, that waxiness. All right, so that plastic coating. So I'm going to do that on all 3 fin lines, roughing it up so that the fins will adhere better. Now, I have built probably a couple hundred rockets, so, and this one's a pretty easy one. And now I'm doing my launch lug line. So I definitely know what I'm doing with this. All right, it doesn't have to be a whole lot. It just has to be until you can see where it's turning a little white. If the body tube gets a little disoriented or misadjusted, it's really okay. It can shape back out, not a problem. All right, so I've sanded all 3 fin lines and my launch lug line. All right, now, 3/8 of an inch and 2 inches. All right, so we could have done it with the launch lug paper and the ruler, but if you look at it, it still comes out to be the same. If you look at the instructions, it says 3/8 of an inch and 2 inches. It's perfectly fine. It'll work out if you just mark the top and the bottom of the paper, okay? All right, so there we have day 1. We did a little bit extra. We did part of day 2, and day 2, we did our sanding. So this is where we can actually set this aside. If you want to continue to do more, you can. We're about to do day 3, but days 1 and 2, you could do all together, but considering the age of some of your Scouts, sometimes it's good to break things up so that you're not overwhelmed, or they're not overwhelmed, or get lost, okay? So come on back for day 3, and I will see you later.